hit that subscribe button, guys. So Eddie Hearn, I read a little article where Eddie Hearn was basically saying that, you know, technically, Anthony Joshua is in another stratosphere to WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder. Now, you know, when it comes to Eddie Hearn is a promoter. He's a promoter. So, in other words, he's a fanboy. Because a promoter's job is to kiss their fighter's ass. A promoter's job is to talk very highly about their fighter. A promoter's job is to act like his fighter is the best guy in the division. That's a promoter's job. That's his job. So if you think about it, promoters are kind of like, you know, professional, behind the scenes, fanboys who get exclusive, you know, one-on-one, conversations with their fighters that they promote, you know. When it comes to, Eddie Hearn is, very, and I mean very, confident in Anthony Joshua. He has a lot of belief in Anthony Joshua. That's one thing I know about Eddie Hearn. He has a lot of belief in Anthony Joshua. Because he had a lot of belief when he put Anthony Joshua in there against Vladimir Klitschko. He has a lot of belief with Anthony Joshua against Joseph Parker later this month. Because he's been acting like Joseph Parker is just easy money. Easy work for his boy Joshua. And he's been also acting like, you know, Wilder's easy work. So, Eddie Hearn is basically one of these, you know, like I said, fanboy. He believes that no heavyweight could beat his fighter, Joseph Parker. He believes that his fighter's immortal. It's understandable, like I said, promoters, their jobs are to kiss their fighter's ass. That's their jobs. You know, it's like Lou DiBella. He acts like nobody could beat Deontay Wilder. You know, that's preposterous. You know, if you guys remember, whatchamacallit, when Manny Pacquiao was in his prime, I remember Bob Arum used to act like nobody could fuck with Manny Pacquiao. Nobody could fuck with him. Promoters, like I said, they're basically fanboys, and they have to be fanboys because they're getting paid by their fighters. They're getting paid by their fighters to basically sell a fight and to talk really highly about their fighters. I mean, you never really saw, whenever you ever saw a promoter talk bad about their fighter, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen because these guys are getting paid by their fighters. So yeah, but we, again, you know, Eddie Hearn kind of talks like a lot of Joshua fanboys, where he says, you know, Deontay Wilder, I mean, Joshua's on another stratosphere of skill set. Therefore, when it comes to Wilder, he has no chance. But again, what Eddie Hearn has to realize is, just because you don't have the same skill set as your opponent, Mr. Eddie Hearn, doesn't mean you can't, his opponent can't beat him. One of Eddie Hearn's favorite fighters is Mike Tyson. Eddie Hearn quoted himself. He said himself that if he could choose any fighter in the world to promote, if he had the opportunity to choose any fighter in the world to promote, he said that he would have promoted a prime Mike Tyson. He would have promoted Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson was an exciting fighter and he was a big fan of Mike Tyson. Right? He was a kid during the 80s, right? I know his father was a promoter back then, but he probably grew up seeing when Mike Tyson was in this invincible aura. So I'm pretty sure he remembers when Mike Tyson got beat the hell up and knocked out for the first time in his prime against a guy like, you know, Buster Douglas, a journeyman / gatekeeper. So he should know that just because a fighter, because trust me, Buster Douglas didn't have the talent of Mike Tyson, but he was still able to beat him. So like I said, same thing with Oliver McCall versus Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis was a better fighter than Oliver McCall, but he lost to him, didn't he? So like I said, he should know that just because you have the skill set doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win. Oh, another guy I just thought of. Hasim Rahman. He knocked out Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis was a better talent than Hasim Rahman. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. Hit the subscribe button for daily boxing videos. If you watch the video from start to finish, as always, much appreciated. I'm out.